the midnight tonight. And trust me, yesterday I bought vitamins, I bought a shoe organizer, I bought the Zvox as a gift. Is that everything I bought yesterday? Yeah, I tried to buy some Diane Gilman stuff. Anyway, use that 5 Flex, and we had some free shipping yesterday too, so that's kind of handy. All right, we're moving on. Now we're gonna talk about this, and it is the famous Chromebook from HP. Chromebook is just a seamless, gorgeous laptop experience. It's lightweight, long battery life. This one is jam-packed with so many cool features. But when you move to a Chromebook, you just move to an outstanding computing experience that actually rivals, if not surpasses, the vast majority of laptops at a much higher price. Now, once again, we have it on sale tonight. That's huge, $70 savings. We have it on 5 flex pays. Again, that's today only. And guess what? Shipping absolutely free. All right, we have a whole lot to get into in a very little amount of time, but I'm gonna go to Aaron who's joining us. And Aaron, I have to tell you, this is such a delight. I was goofing with it and playing with it. And I was actually playing the piano earlier, which I'll show everybody in a bit.
Oh,
and everything was so rapid. Everything was so seamless with this.
That really is one of the keys is the speed. In fact, when we talk about Chromebook, the first 3 things we talk about are speed, simplicity, and security. Those are really the ways that it defines itself. I'm going to hang on though. In a minute, we're going to show you a video about speed, simplicity, and security. First, in case everybody is, kind of watching Suzanne and I talk about this beautiful touchscreen laptop with, by the way, a ton of memory for a Chromebook. The last Chromebook I sold had 32 gigs of memory. This has 128 gigs, so that means you can download more movies, more music, more games. You might be wondering, what is a Chromebook? Why are they calling that computer a Chromebook? Well, let me just start this way. A Chromebook is just a laptop. It's a laptop with the Chrome operating system. So you probably know what a PC is. A PC is a laptop with Microsoft's operating system, with the Windows operating system. An Apple is a laptop with the Mac or Apple's iOS operating system. A Chromebook is, you guessed it, it's just a laptop, but it's with the Google Chrome operating system. And again, the advantages, and we'll show you the video now, are speed, simplicity, and security. So first, it's speed, the setup time, the speed of the setup time. Oh, and here's a video for Intel as well. And I'll mention this in a few minutes. It has the Intel Celeron dual-core processor inside. So that dual-core processor is just an absolute pleasure. Intel's the #1 processor company in the world. The advantages of having the Chromebook, speed, it's so simple to set up. You get this computer home. If you have a Google account already, you log into your Google. Here we go. Virtually no setup or startup time. You log into your Google account. Boom. All your photos are there. All your music is there. All of your files are there. Your Google Docs are there. Speaking of Google Docs, simplicity. You can download any of the Google apps that you use already. So things like Gmail and Google Docs and Google Sheets and Google Maps, plus many, many, many others. Thousands upon thousands of other apps from the Play Store. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then security. And so this, for many people, is the biggest built-in virus protection. I'm just going to say it again. With this computer, you do not buy any sort of antivirus. You don't need it. This computer doesn't get viruses, so no antivirus needed, and also always up to date. The Chrome operating system, and this differentiates it a little bit from other computers where maybe you've bought a computer and then 2 years later there was a new operating system, so you had to go buy the newer version of the computer, et cetera, et cetera. The Chrome operating system pushes what they call OTA, over-the-air updates, so it's always up to date. You never have to pay for the updates. So it's the one computer where we can say over time it should get faster, not slower, because the operating system is always updating and you're not dealing with those little viruses that often make your computer slower.
Okay, I just wanted to pop that because first off, you saw that screen, it's just breathtaking, but watch how much fun this is. Remember what we said, this is not just a Chromebook, it's actually It's touch. Sorry, I got my head in the way, but how cool is that? And I thought, wow, isn't that interesting and a great way to demo not only the touch, but I have to tell you, the sound quality is fantastic in this. What I love about this Chromebook, especially with our 5 flex pays, is how many of you realize you're kind of starved for more computers? Because everybody's at home, maybe you're still teaching the kids at home, and everybody's spending their time on the one desktop, or they're trying to borrow your laptop when you're not using it. Maybe you've got someone who's going to high school, they're going off to college. I am telling you, buying this Chromebook is such a smooth, seamless experience, but it's fun because it gives you the convenience of being touch, and at the same time, you get a flawless system that is so fast. And again, I was talking about our shredder, Aaron, and I was saying, I think the reason why I like shredding so much is because it's one less thing to worry about. When you go to the Chromebook, there's a whole lot of things that you no longer have to worry about. Easy setup, all your Google stuff's ready to go. It feels very intuitive, and of course, no viruses, and completely updated automatically. All that other stuff with other computers, even expensive ones, oh man, I gotta, wait, when's the update? Okay, I'll click that, I gotta walk away, or oh my gosh, do I have to have the latest in virus protection? With a Chromebook, all of that just fades away.
You don't have to worry about being your computer technician. You know, you can just enjoy your computer. And actually, to that point, I want to mention before I forget, 3 years total tech support come with this computer. So I'm just going to say again, 3 years of tech support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for the next 3 years. So maybe you've never had a Chromebook and you're thinking, well, what if I have first of all, Chromebooks are incredibly simple to use, but you might be thinking, what if I have a question about the operating system, or maybe there's something new, whatever it is. Look, there it is right there. 24 hours a day, 7 days, 365 days a year for 3 years. Any question you have, from how do I set up my printer? How do I use the Google Play Store? How do I move over my games and my docs and my movies from my other computer, from my older computers to this computer? That's all covered. That is a huge, huge, huge value that we include with this. It's really difficult to get under most circumstances. And one other thing I'll mention kind of in this, just to go along with it, because there's a lot of big things that we've added on this computer, and it's the only time we're airing it this weekend. It's actually in your description right here, 128 gigabytes of memory. That's huge. The last Chromebook I sold on HSN had 32 gigs of memory. This has 128 gigs, and that solid state style memory. It's actually called eMMC memory in this laptop. And what that means is your typical hard drive is taken out of the computer, and in its place, there's this faster, lighter, longer battery life memory goes in. That's all solid state, so there's no moving parts, which means the computer only weighs, you ready for this? It weighs 3.2 pounds. Yeah, so just a little bit over 3 pounds. What would you say would be a great battery life, Suze? Like, would 7 hours be great? Would 8 hours be great?
I think almost 14 hours would be great.
Yeah. Well, you win.
Because this has
13 and a half.
13, yeah. It's crazy.
She knows too much.
13 and a half hours, right? Hey guys, I have 2 colors left. That's it. We've already sold out of 2 other colors. This is the teal. I love the silver. The silver's really like a deep gray. It's gorgeous. It's not like a bright, shiny silver. I think it's so pretty, but that's silver. This is our teal. We've got a special offer. It all ends tonight at midnight because the 5 flex pays goes away. You also have free shipping tonight. And you know, how's your computer doing? Do you have a really old laptop, a really old desktop? Is it hot? Is it bulky? Is it big? When you move to the Chromebook, it is just so much fun. Like, for example, watch the speed of this. And then, Aaron, I want you to talk about the cameras. You can Zoom, you can Skype, you can Netflix, you can do all that stuff. But watch this, guys. I'm going to open the internet. Look, okay, look how fast. If you blinked, did you look away and pet the dog for 1 second? Watch. I'm going to do it again. Boom, it's already up. Now watch, I did this earlier just to test it. I gotta keep my head out of the way and type. C-R-A-F-T-E-R-S, Companion, Crafter's Companion. We do a lot of product from them. Watch this. Look how fast it gets to that. Now watch this. Look how fast it gets to their website. Did you, guys, oh, sorry, you guys gotta tell me my head's in the way. Look at this, guys, look how crazy this is. And then look at that awesome touchscreen. Look at how quickly I got onto Sarah Davies' website. Look how beautiful that screen is. It's lightning fast. So if you've got an old desktop that's kind of putzing around, or a laptop, you're like, oh my gosh, it takes forever. Once you try this tonight, it's just a completely different experience. One other thing, and I'm gonna go back to you, Aaron, in 1 second, is we have our extended return policy. There has never been a better time to try a Chromebook than right now tonight. Price, 5 flex, free shipping, extended return. What does that mean? You have 4 months to, almost 4 months, to really work through this. I mean, dive deep, check it out, play with it, do all the advanced things you want to do. Watch Netflix, go online, get apps, whatever it might be. And if you don't love it, you can return it for a refund, especially if it's a gift. So if someone gets it in December and they might not be their thing, it's okay. But right now's the time to get it because it's our biggest Try Me window right at this moment. And it's a perfect computer to own. I think when you're thinking about, Aaron, buying someone a laptop, the Chromebook is such an exceptional experience because it's very different. Even I have a very expensive brand name we all know, very expensive, and it is not as lightning fast as this is. And that's pretty amazing because that's a good brand.
I think you would compare it really to some of the highest spec computers out there. And also when you pay a ton of money for a computer, one of the things that you expect when you buy a computer that's 3 times this price, you expect it to be really light. You expect it to have a long battery life. This weighs 3 pounds. I don't think I've ever sold a computer this big, a 14-inch touch computer that weighed 3 pounds or less. Has a 13.5-hour battery life because it has a solid state drive. So you notice we're live streaming right now. Suzanne asked me to talk about 2 things. She asked me to talk about the cameras. She asked me to talk about streaming. So first of all, the cameras, high definition video camera right there. It's called the HP TrueVision camera. You can Zoom, you can Skype, you can do Google Chats and Hangouts. You know, you name it, any sort of streaming or video conferencing, you're good to go. The other thing is when you're streaming, watching Netflix or Hulu or HSN or Prime or any of those things, you can watch any of them, you know, straight from the web like you can with other operating systems. You have great streaming speed. So we're live streaming our show right now. What happens when you close the computer? With a lot of computers, because they have typical hard disk drives, if you would close a computer while you were live streaming like that and you would open it again, it would take it, you know, maybe 2 minutes to start running or to get everything going again. You might have to kind of get into the computer and restart things. You see how fast this is. That's thanks to the solid state drive. And it's also thanks to, I just barely mentioned this, this Chromebook, and not all Chromebooks, this Chromebook has Intel inside too, the #1 processor company in the entire world. So you got HP, the #1 selling laptop in America. You got Intel, the #1 processing brand in the entire world. And then of course you have the Google Chrome operating system, which people absolutely love because of its speed, really easy to set up and use, its simplicity, really easy to download your apps, your games, your movies, your music, and security. You never have to download, you never have to buy antivirus for this computer. You don't even have to do updates. All the updates automatically come to you and load themselves.
Gotta love it. All right.